The breakup continues between the world's richest man and you know who. Elon Musk just announced he's starting an all-new America Party. America Party. He wants to challenge the two-party system. And here was the reaction from you know who yesterday. Take a look.
I think it's ridiculous to start a third party. We have a tremendous success with the Republican Party. The Democrats have lost their way, but it's always been a two-party system. And I think starting a third party just adds to confusion. It really seems to have been developed for two parties. Third parties have never worked. So he can have fun with it, but I think it's ridiculous.
Billionaire Mark Cuban also signaled an interest in a new party. So the question is this. Is there room for a third party in American politics? Is there, ladies? Are there?
Yes, I think so. I think the country is ripe for more options. We're actually one of very few countries on earth that just has a two-party system. Mm-hmm. But I'm very, very skeptical that Elon Musk's party is the answer to this. So about 46% of U.S. adults think that a third party is a good option. I'm somebody who, I'm still a registered Republican. I still lean more Republican than Democrat, but I watch debates in Congress. I watch our current president, and I feel underrepresented by both parties. I don't feel like there are people speaking to the needs that I'm concerned about and also the future needs that are coming, the rise of artificial intelligence, what that's going to mean for literally every one of us. So I think somebody could emerge, but the problem with Elon is he's a person who I think has shown to lack empathy, whether it was the slashing USAID cuts, just going through with Doge and basically slashing goods and services.
He's impulsive.
He's impulsive. I care about debts and deficits. I think most Americans do. But I also care about people getting critical things that they need. There are functions of government that have to exist. So I want somebody with vision for the future to emerge. I want somebody who has empathy for people and who wants to fight the polarization of the two parties that are constantly demonizing each other. So I like Mark Cuban. I think he's interesting. I think someone like Jamie Dimon, somebody with an entrepreneurial view, could be very interesting because I think a lot of people just feel super unrepresented in the moment that we're in.
I myself am tired of billionaires as politicians. I'm not interested in that kind of leadership whatsoever, even though I do think Mark Cuban has good ideas and seems to have a good heart, and someone like Pritzker, Governor Pritzker, good ideas, good heart. But I will say this, certainly Elon Musk is not the person that should be running any third party. But what I found very interesting is that Trump says that he's looking at deporting Musk as the feud reignites. And Musk didn't seem to have a problem with his companies getting all sorts of, wonderful contracts for his SpaceX, I think that's what it's called, and for X and all sorts of things. He was fine with that. But now all of a sudden he's upset about this bill. The Department of Justice is now prioritizing seeking to strip citizenship from naturalized citizens. And
Girl, don't give them any ideas.
Well, but they don't need the ideas. They're already talking about it. And so for Trump to say that about Elon Musk, I think that is something that people are sort of missing in this little argument that they had together, that the Department of Justice is really looking at now denaturalizing citizens, people who are considered American citizens based on things like fraud. I mean, the commander-in-chief was found guilty of fraud. So why is he, if anyone, mandating that the Department of Justice use that as a basis?
Somebody should remind Trump that...
Looking at Elon Musk announced a new political party. According to Elon Musk, the American party in question is the country's ready for a third party. So Elon Musk now is about requesting that the United States will have a third party. According to him, the Republicans have had so much power and they need a competitor, and they need someone who can do more than them, because it's just the Democrat and the Republican. According to Elon Musk went and said, when it comes to bankrupting our country with a wage grab, we live in a one-party system, not a democracy. It's like a one-party system, according to him. It's not even democracy, because the whole power has been given to the Republican. We see all what they are doing. They have the right to make decision. Even the Supreme Court cannot even stand in their way. So that's too much power for one person to have. According to Elon Musk, he said Independence Day is a perfect time to ask if you want independence from the two parties. Some will say unit party system. Should we create the American Party? So Elon Musk is asking the population to create to have like another party. So, but according to the women in the view, some of them say that's a very great idea. That's a very good system, because some ideas that the Republican Party is demonized because it's too much for what they are doing. Is just too much. They are exaggerating. Like President Donald Trump is exaggerating too much power, and he can just do anything without nobody stopping. And the Democrats are just so powerless; they can't do anything. But according to them, the right person will not be Elon Musk. Elon Musk is someone who is very don't have empathy for people. He doesn't. So according to them, for someone to want to create a third party, it will not be Elon Musk, because Elon Musk don't have no empathy. Elon Musk is not different from President Donald Trump. It's just because they are having all these differences, that's why he comes ahead and is like trying to say all this. If only the bill favored him, he will not come out with all these third party formula. So to them, somebody else can handle it, but not Elon Musk. Elon Musk is not the right person to handle such requests. The United States, the people should think otherwise, because you could see that all the decision that they make is just about the immigration. So they are just focusing on the illegal immigrant, which is not. There are many other things the president can work on, according to the women in the view. So what is your opinion? Can you give me your own opinion? What do you think about? Do you think that Elon Musk will be the best person to start the third party? You have other people who have mentioned it. Other people have tried to even do it, but it didn't really go that way. But the way Elon Musk is coming, because Elon Musk used to be according to the women in the view, the quote, used to be a lover of President Donald Trump. They were so much into each other until that bill came and disfavored him, and he became angry and was doing all this. So according to the women in the view, it's not because you're financially, you have a lot of money. You need empathy, you need character, you need to be somebody that you feel for the people. So according to them, Elon Musk will have no compassionate. So what is your opinion? Do you support what they are saying? Do you agree that Elon Musk is not the best person? Let me see do you support that the United States need a third party? What's your own opinion about this? Let me see your opinion in the comment section. Thank you very much for watching. If you have not subscribed, please subscribe, and do not forget to share the video. God bless you.